Assalamu alaikum, sister, and congratulations on the birth of your newborn. You stated here that you're on maternity leave, and you're having some issues with getting your husband to help out around the house. That's a common problem, um, especially as a lot of us women, we are very independent. We did do everything ourselves. You stated here that you never asked for help with anything, and you feel that was one of your biggest mistakes. Um, Oftentimes, we do a lot. Besides raising children, keeping a home, taking care of our husbands, we also work and add on having another baby. It's a lot. It really is. So you do need help around the house, most definitely. And your husband should pitch in and help out. I mean, you could ask him, sit down when things are calm, and just, ask him how he feels about, the situation at home and, with your asking for help and, what would he be able to do. First of all, you would need to determine what needs to be done. And I would kindly suggest to make a list of all the, the weekly chores and, things that need to be done and kind of like divide them up and, have him pick out a couple chores that he could possibly do to help you. And I would suggest having him pick them out because that kind of like gives him an option and it makes him feel like he's in control. And I know that kind of like sounds strange and everything, but a lot of times our husbands will be more willing, to help out if they feel that they have a say in it. It's like kind of like a control issue thing. Um, but it's things like yard work, gardening, paying the bills, grocery shopping, laundry, tidying up, and things like that. I mean, I would have him pick at least, 3 activities that he could help out with, at least, daily or on a weekly basis. I don't know how you do your chores or things like that, but I would pick a time where you both can work together possibly and make it a joint effort. That might help. Also, another tactic, another way to get him to help is, you know, make a date with him. Just tell him, that you would like to make a date and schedule it like for at the end of the week or on the weekends and to make that time just for the two of you. It sounds like he's going out with his friends and he's smoking shishka and you're not liking that and I don't blame you. It's time that, I mean, everybody needs social time, but right now he has a family and you need help at home. So possibly, when you're done with your chores, he's done with work, and it's the weekend, the two of you could go out somewhere on a date. Um, Once children start coming and everybody's, busy working and taking care of the children in the household, sometimes, it's often hard to reconnect as husband and wife. So having little date nights, helps, and then that might make him more willing, to want to help out around the house. Another technique is, just tell him how much you appreciate what he already does, even though if he doesn't do anything. And just, tell him how much you appreciate, his hard work that he puts in every day at the job for 12 hours and, just reinforce how much you love him and do appreciate him. And oftentimes, that sometimes, it'll work as a catalyst to get him to help out and contribute. You can be really like assertive with him if you want. Don't be afraid to point out chores that you need extra help on. And if he's resistant, be patient. You might have to compromise at first, like, pick 2 or 3 chores like we discussed a little bit earlier in the audio that you really want him to do and work on those first. And I would, suggest that the things that are really pressing, really need attention, like maybe the laundry's piling up or the floor needs to be washed. Um, I would put those in the little list of choices that you give them. It's kind of like, here's the chores that need to be done. Could you please help me by picking a few? And the ones that you have listed will be the ones that really are important to get done now. Um, but like I said earlier, you can be assertive. That doesn't mean like being, mean or argumentative or stern, but just be assertive with your needs. And also, when writing up a list of things to do, consider items that can make cleaning easier. For example, Like, could you upgrade the vacuum cleaner to get a better detergent? These types of things might make cleaning easier, and it might make it faster, which would be a big relief for you. So I gave you a few tips, and I hope that they work. Another thing that I could offer is that, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, he always helped out his wives. He, sewed his own socks, and he helped out around the house, and he cleaned, and he cooked. So maybe, bringing your husband a little bit closer to Islam and the Sunnah and how our beloved Prophet did things, peace be upon him, might help a little bit too. You just might want to mention these things, not like you want to throw it up in his face or anything, but just in casual conversation when things are calm, or you could just tell him how much you both admire and love the Prophet, peace be upon him, and how that he helped out around the house and helped his wives as well, and that you're confident that that your husband can do that as well. So try those techniques, sister, and see if they work. For your stress, I would kindly suggest that you do get some time away. Maybe go to a gym, work out, take a walk, go out with some sisters for lunch or tea, because you do need, time away as well. In addition, with a date night with your husband, maybe not every week you can do it because of the children and the responsibilities, but at least, once or twice a month, that special time with your husband, it will be priceless, inshallah. So please let us know how things turn out, and you're in our prayers. And again, congratulations on the baby. Things do get easier. Things will settle down a little bit. But and again, it is common, the husbands, they just go to work and they think that's all they have to do. And then they just hang out once in a while with their friends. And it can be frustrating. But you're not alone. And inshallah, with the support of your sisters, when you go out for tea, you might find out that they're having some of the same issues, and they might be able to offer some insightful tips as well. So I hope that this helps, and inshallah, he will start helping you out a little bit more and being a little more compassionate and empathetic towards what you're going through. And things hopefully will get better. So I wish you the best, and you're in our prayers. Masalama.